his base, and I do think Hwasin is taking that 3-log expo, and Hwasin, I wouldn't be surprised if Hwasin has researched siege mode as well as spider mines. The machine shops are no longer spinning, so I wouldn't be surprised if Bisu Hwasin's got spider mines, but Hwasin rushing up that ramp with SCVs, Bisu bringing probes as well, he's got siege tanks, Bisu with only the 4 dragoons, Fire going across the ramps, Bisu so far holding the ramp, but Hwasin has got vultures as well, but Bisu so far hasn't lost any of his capital use, and he hasn't lost any of the dragoons. He has taken out all of the SCVs. SCVs still in Bisu's base, however, but Bisu defending at the top of the ramp. I think this rush is going to fail from Hwasin, guys. Bisu looks like he's going to be able to hold his defense. Hwasin hasn't been able to get up that ramp. He didn't have siege mode, and he's not been able to get up the ramp. He tried to put spider mines down. Bisu didn't let him put any spider mines down. Use that observer to maximum effect. Brilliant play by Bisu. Hwasin's rush fails, and that's got to be GG right there. That's got to be GG. Hwasin just committed too much to that attack. Bisu's got the shuttle out as well, and the difference I think in that was that Bisu went for that observer instead of the reaver. Had he gone for the reaver, I think Hwasin's build was specifically designed to cash Bisu out going for that reaver, because you can see that the shuttle was out, and I don't think Bisu would have had time to get the shuttle and the reaver in play if he had chosen to go for that build. Now the robotics facility support bay going down for Bisu, but because Bisu went for and Hwasin committed so many SCVs to that attack, and I think the whole purpose of that attack was to catch Bisu without that reaver, or if Bisu had chosen to fast expand as well, that would have also meant curtains for Bisu. But because Bisu went for this particular build, he was in a very strong position to defend against any sort of early push, and he was able to hold his ramp relatively comfortably in the end. Hwasin managed to get the SCVs up, but nothing else, and those SCVs weren't able to do enough damage on zone. Bisu using his probes to fight, and Hwasin, I think, taking a significant hit. Hwasin's managed to sneak some vultures up Bisu's ramp and into Bisu's main. He might be able to deal some damage to Bisu's economy, or he really needs to kill some probes. He's putting spider mines all around Bisu's gateways, but he really needs to kill some probes here. He's managed to get 1 probe so far, but Bisu is now coming up to Hwasin's ramp. Hwasin does have siege tanks there, but no machine shop spinning away for him, so he does not have siege mode yet. And I really think if Hwasin was going for that sort of rush, rather than just going for spider mines and vulture speed, I think he would have been better off getting siege mode, because he could have really inflicted damage. He could have really locked Bisu down in his base there and done so much damage with siege mode, with his siege tank supporting and using the SCVs to get the vision up on that ramp. I think it would have been a much more effective attack, since Bisu simply didn't have the resources to cope with it. But Hwasin, I'm afraid he failed in that attack, and I'm afraid that's what we call a big Z fail, guys. A big Z fail for Hwasin, and Bisu is going to take this game. And I was saying that if Bisu had lost this, he would have been 0-2 down in the group and really been struggling to get out of the group then. But as it is, he's going to be 1-1, and he'll still have a chance to take another victory and give himself a good chance of getting through to the next round. Bisu's shuttle now coming across, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's got a reaver in it, and Bisu just trying to clear out the spider mines, forced to sacrifice a dragoon for that. Hwasin, I don't think has really got too much anti-air at all. I don't think he's built any turrets thus far, and Bisu's just trying to get up in that, and Bisu's seeing that Hwasin doesn't have any anti-air, because Hwasin just spent so many resources in that build. Bisu obviously got his observer in play as well, and he's just going to be able to drop right in the middle of the mineral line. Bisu still doesn't even have siege mode. First dragoon drops, take a couple of hits. Reaver shot, 1 tank goes down, second Reaver shot, second tank goes down, and Hwasin's base just being decimated right now by Bisu, guys. And I think you can say that Bisu has extracted the revenge. Hwasin a little bit too much commando style in this game, a little bit too aggressive for his own good. You've got to give him credit for trying for this creative build and putting a lot of pressure on Bisu early on, because that's what paid for him the last time. But Bisu was ready for it, and I think Hwasin, perhaps, I mean, again, if he pulled it off, we would have said he was a genius for the way that he played. But Bisu was prepared for it this time around. He expected Hwasin to put early pressure on him. He didn't do anything crazy. He just played a standard game. He just got his defenses up and running, got his expansion down, and Bisu played a fairly cautious game, and it's paid out for him, because when you play that sort of game and an opponent tries something too risky, you're probably in a good position defending against Hwasin. Still trying to block this ramp and prevent Bisu from coming back in there. He's now building another command center. Actually, I don't think, I'm not sure if Hwasin had that expansion at the 3 o'clock position. I mean, I've seen something on the minimap there for the whole time, but I haven't seen the camera focus on it, so I'm not sure if Hwasin has had an expansion mining there the whole time. But he did lose a lot of SCVs in that rush at Bisu's main, and I don't think that that's something that you can recover from against a player the caliber of Bisu. I mean, normally it's Bisu who ends up committing that sort of error and going for something crazy and then having to recover, and he's got the caliber to be able to do it. Hwasin, I'm not sure, does against a player like Bisu. Bisu just cementing his position, cementing his advantage, now putting a couple more gateways down. He's got about 5 gateways down, now starting up his 6th gateway and his 7th gateway. Yeah, he's got 5 gateways finished, starting his 6th and 7th gateway, taking his natural expo as well. And Hwasin is just, he's all at sea now, and it's just a question of the fact that Bisu hasn't been able to get up that ramp and finish him off, which is why this game is still continuing. But I think effectively this game ended at about the 7-minute mark when Hwasin's rush at Bisu's main failed so miserably. He didn't even kill any Dragoons in that attack. I think he might have killed 1 Dragoon, if anything. And that was a supply depot that Hwasin had built at that 3 o'clock. I was wondering what it was that was the big red blob on the minimap. It was a supply depot. So Hwasin hadn't obviously built that expansion there. He didn't have the resources for it, considering how much he devoted to that attack. So it just shows you how far behind he was. He's now, I think, researched finally siege mode. That machine shop just stopped spinning, and indeed the tank's going into siege mode there. And Hwasin's just going to be hoping that he can buy himself some time and slowly expand out. But he's going to have trouble holding that natural expo. Bisu's just got so many forces. He's got zealots coming in as well. Not speed upgrade as of yet. He's got a shuttle as well, so he can drop zealot bombs. He's got 2 shuttles. So Hwasin is just going to be completely outnumbered here. His forces are going to be completely outnumbered. He's going to really struggle to hold this. And Bisu will have sweet revenge. I'm not sure if he's serving it as a dish that is cold or hot, but he's certainly serving it up to Hwasin right here. And apologies to you guys, my nose is a little bit blocked, which is why my commentary sounds a little bit nasally today. So apologies to you guys for that. Bisu barreling down that ramp. I'm just going to take dropping zealot bombs as well on the lone turret that Hwasin has, and Hwasin's defense is just woefully inadequate. Taking down the siege tanks with no problems whatsoever, and that's going to be GG right there, folks. And I'll just take this moment. A couple of you guys asked me to do a commentary between an SK Team 1 player and a Samsung Con player. I have recorded that commentary with Cholera as a dual commentary. It should be going up on the Vol Attack account that you guys requested, so watch out for that game on the Vol Attack account. It is an epic commentary. For those of you guys who don't check that account out, please do. It is brilliant. And a couple of guys also asked me about Bisu just comfortable in his victory there. Hwasin, I think, being brought back down to earth after the heights he achieved a little over a week ago, or a little less than a week ago. And yeah, a couple of guys also asked me about where I got my VODs from. I have said this in the past before. I will reiterate it again. I get them from 2 places primarily. One is from Basie, John747, whose YouTube account you can find in my subscriptions. You can get all the Korean VODs there. They go up there straight away, and I get my VODs from him primarily. And I also get some from Team Liquid when I can't get them from John747, from Zadik, who is a fantastic dude as well. So props to those 2 guys. Without those 2 guys, these commentaries wouldn't exist. This is Klazart, guys. Thanks for listening. Solid play by Bisu, and if it hadn't been for Hwasin's epic victory a week ago, you would have said that this was expected, and I think on paper it probably was.
절박한 두 선수 간의 대결에서 김태경 선수가 상대편의 타이밍 러시를 잘 맞고 경기를 마무리졌습니다. 김태경 1승 1패, 진영수가 2패를 기록하게 됐고, 이제 마지막 경기입니다. 신상문과 고인계 대결로 돌아오자. 넥스트 매치업 신상문 대